What's up, folks? Your old pal CLG here. Ha ha ha. So, yeah, this is ham radio content, but there's nothing on the table. It's just me on my little wish list. So it's Sunday morning. Kitty cats are meowing like crazy. Got my cup of coffee here in the cream jar. That shows how uncouth I am. But anywho, I'm just going to show you my little latest. Well, it's basically my cart on DX Engineering. This is my next station that I'm going to somehow try to save up and get. So I kind of decided that the next rig, hopefully I can get this here relatively soon. It's going to be the ASU FT-710 AESS with the speaker, so I can do the old twiddly, 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 and adjust the audio between the built-in speaker and the side speaker. That little function seems like a cool thing. I want to do it. So it's the FT-710, the power supply, and also want the little data link doodad right here. Come back here. Because I want to run this thing completely remotely. Same with the IC7300. I'm going to get both those radios running remote from a computer. That seems cool, and I want to do that. Also, as you just saw, what I've added onto this, it was 1700, but I also added this. The ACOM 1010 linear amplifier. I do want to add some power. So the total price of my cart right now is sitting at $5,000. I don't have $5,000, but I will someday. Just to give you an idea why I chose the ACOM, the Acorn 1010. I had two amps I wanted. The first one I was zeroed in on was the old Mercury 3S. And right now there's a waiting list for it. And also, I'm not too sure about the digital screen failing. That's the only way to control this amp is by a digital interface. I'm not too sure about that. This AECOM is basically just a bunch of switches and dials. So it's kind of an analog thing. That amp is okay because there's basically two antenna outputs on that. I don't need multiple antenna outputs. I only have one antenna, maybe two, probably 20 meters and 40 meters. That'll be sitting out here on the deck. So this station, I think, is pretty much is going to work. But it's $5,000, man. So we'll have to wait. Have to somehow build up the finances here to get this. So here's the deal. I'm in the middle, I haven't even started yet, but in the middle of remodeling the condo here. And that's going to take a long time. So I'm going to do what my uncle used to do. W0 Kilo Echo Tango. He's deceased, Uncle Joe. But Uncle Joe, he was in ham radio since the 1950s or 40s. He was in it all his life. And he was kind of the outlaw of the family. I guess that's what I am. I kind of am, but, you know, someone's got to be the black sheep of the family, and that's me. But anyway, what he used to do, he used to build houses. And when he would build houses, what he would do is while he was working on the house, getting it built, he would always have a room that was finished off, sheetrocked out, with his ham radio desk, his Kenwood radio, and his amplifier, and an antenna, a dipole, and a shotgun right next to the radio. It was hilarious, man. Because these houses he would build were out in the country. He always said, well, I need a shotgun in case someone comes over and tries to rob me. This is the 1970s, 1980s. That didn't happen that much, but it's the funniest thing. I'll never forget it. I think one of the last houses he built, we go down in his ham shack. He's in the middle of building it, but the radio's on, it's on 80 meters, and here it is, the radio, the amplifier, and the 12-gauge shotgun. So anyway, I just think that what I'm going to plan on doing is I'll take one room in this condo, gut it out, maybe do a little painting, get it kind of half ready, and then put the ham radio gear in there so at least I can have that to escape to. The remodeling is going to take quite a while. It's very expensive. There's a lot to do. Anyway, folks, this is probably another stupid video, but that's the station that I want to do here, and I don't have $5,000 laying around, so I'm going to have to somehow, get the money. But, that's priorities. Yeah, Doug, how about you spend all the money on remodeling? Nope, ham radio first, then remodeling. That's how it goes. If you're a ham radio junkie, and I am one of them. 7324, have a goodie from CLG. Yeah.